This video is not about any mod or anything, but something personal of me. If you have seen my older videos or Spanish videos or other publications, or you have seen in my other social media, you could have seen an image or a fragment that a cat appears. That cat was Yaki. I talk now about this because it just I sometimes feels I sometimes feel lonely in my house. Doesn't matter if it's in my dad's house where I'm right now recording this, but I just feel the necessity to express what I feel. I grew up with her since I was a kid. My father found it in Baja California before he moved again in Russia. And when I have born in Izhevsk, in March 11, I just I just have born there. I just didn't open my eyes already, and many months have passed, and my cat lived. My father got me my passport because my mother wanted to visit other parts in Europe, and we did. But more of those parts weren't in Europe, but in Mexico. Let's say Acapulco, uh, Coyoacán. Then we were back in our home in St. Petersburg with my cat. Then 2014, the Crimean War started. None of that matters because those were just times where my cat lived young, and since I was 4, I just played with her and do random shit. But at night of November, my brother born, we were in Ukraine, Kiev, and then we moved to Mexico December 25th, just for visiting my mother's part of my grandmother, my grandfather. Then we moved to Mexico officially since we got there for New Year and how to say Christmas. Then I just lived, let's say, 12. No, right now I moved since 2014 in December 25th. Then wait, fuck, I don't know how to say some words, but let's say that I just lived since 2014. My brother right now is 11, so could be 12 years, but right now are 11 because we just moved 25th of December to Mexico, and I live my days normally, even creating my channel eventually in the 2010s, 2019 specifically, and I really started liking content, but something that I will not forget is the time I just played with my cat. I remember she got into a tree and she didn't want to go back down, or she got out of the street. But since 2018, on November 17th, where my father got divorced of my mother, we still had my cat until 2019, I don't know what day, that my father got it with him. And then when I started visiting my father, I just wanted to see Yaki again. It felt okay. Then I don't know how much years. 2019 to. Wait, let me just count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7 years I live with my cat. It's incredible because that cat lived like 18 years. Well, no. She was born from 2008. So she lived actually too much time for a normal cat. And I really appreciate that God gave her that because I just was happy and I didn't know it. Every time I was with her, sometimes when I wake up late in my dad's house, when I felt so, I don't know, sometimes down, she just was at my side. But some some Wednesday of December 2025, she died, and the news were given to me from my dad to Friday, since Friday of 2025 on December. Well, no, it was in September. And then, I don't know, I just got down. I just wanted to tell this because it was since I was born. She lived since I was born. She moved many times, and really, I really miss her because she was my my cat at the end of the days. Everyone who loves his pets just knows how it feels to lose it. Because imagine one day you are with your dog, then the other day you don't see it forever. It feels sad. Because many animals doesn't live too much time as humans. We could reach to 100 years. See some war veterans of Russia, they're like 100 years now. And they could die now. They could live too much. But now see a normal cat like mine, and but it's impressive. She lived through 2008, and for me it's just impressive because the time she lived, it was big time. Normal cats wouldn't normally live through 10 years, but that's too much for cats. And I really thank God that I had happiness since those times. Because having a pet is something actually good. Many people can see it as bad, as my grandfather, because he says you can give attention to a dog, but not to your son. Sometimes making the son act like a dog because he wants attention. But sometimes pets are just helpful if you are down sometimes. I felt down one time. And not just only Linkin Park helped me, but my cat is what helped me most. But now, sometimes I think I just really miss her being at my side. But I can still live because I was happy. But sometimes I'm thinking about my cat and I'm just sometimes sad or I don't know how to feel. I record this at 6 in the morning in Mexico because I just wanted to express how do I feel sometimes and why, or reasons of why sometimes just I just could be happy and upload videos, or just being sad and doing nothing. Sometimes when I not upload videos are mostly because I'm just bored, but sometimes when I'm sad, and I never express when I'm sad because we in Russia don't do that. Now that I live in Mexico, I have sometimes I have emotions. People in Russia are raised like they don't feel nothing, but we actually do feel. Just that we don't like to express it. This time, I think sometimes it's conveniently to express how do you feel. Because, not just because of telling your story or something, but for people understanding you sometimes. Because you don't know when people is hiding its pain, or they have pain or something to hide. That's behind of that strength personality. Like you meet here in YouTube, I'm the most happiest person. I'm like a normal YouTuber. Like, let's take for example H2O Delirious. But in real life, I'm just kind of Marcus Phoenix, Nico Bellic, or Postal Dude. Or sometimes I'm not a character, but I'm just sad. It can be for anything, but mostly it's because of the loss of my cat. I really miss you.